Randy Orton. Everybody's excited about Randy Orton coming back. Randy Orton has been out for about a year and a half. I don't know what the man looks like. I don't know what the man has transformed himself into. I don't know how much ring rust Randy Orton is going to have on that. How old is he? 43? 43-year-old physique. I don't know if throwing him into a war game situation after being out for a year and a half with a broken back is the smartest creative decision. But Randy Orton was officially confirmed on Raw as the fifth man for Team Cody at Survivor Series against the Judgment Day. Now, Judgment Day is comprised of Drew McIntyre, Damian Priest, J.D. McFlurry, Finn Balor, and Dominic Mysterio. And on the babyface side, we got Cody Rhodes, Seth Rollins, Sami Zayn, Yeet, Jey Uso, and now Randy Orton. That's one hell of a match. That's one hell of a team. We did not see Randy Orton on Raw. Everybody was like, oh, why didn't we see Randy? Why didn't we see Randy? The crowd wanted Randy. I was waiting for an RKO. The only reason why I tuned into Raw was to see an RKO out of nowhere. You're going to get an RKO out of nowhere on Saturday. You're going to get several RKOs out of nowhere on Saturday when you see Randy Orton for the first time. The reason why Randy Orton was announced tonight, I don't give a shit if he was there or not. WWE had only one thing to do, and that was to announce Randy Orton. The reason why WWE announced Randy Orton tonight, because if they went into Survivor Series on Saturday and they didn't announce anybody for Team Cody, I think the show would have been compromised by CM Punk chants and CM Punk hysteria and fucking geeks who have no life, hoping and wanting and praying and wishing that CM Punk is the fifth man for Team Cody. WWE saved themselves a ton of headache by announcing Randy Orton for Survivor Series. Now you would not be expecting, now you should not be expecting, now you will not be expecting CM Punk in Chicago at Survivor Series. Now, he could still very well show up, but it's not going to be magnified, and there's not going to be a big spotlight on, oh my God, Phil Brooks, CM Punk is the fifth man. First of all, he doesn't even make fucking sense as the fifth man. Randy Orton is the number one candidate for this spot. It could have been LA Knight, could have been Kevin Owens, but what the fuck does LA Knight have to do with the Judgment Day? Nothing. Kevin Owens? I mean, that would have been the safe choice if Randy Orton wasn't ready to come back. But WWE has done I would say up until this week, a fair job at keeping the brands separate. They did say tonight that the fifth man would be open to SmackDown. That's why Cody was there on Friday night talking to Nick Aldis. He was scouting potentially who could be the fifth man on SmackDown. But there was only one choice over there if you really wanted to make sense of it, and that's Kevin Owens. And I'm glad it's not Kevin Owens. That's a whole nother problem for a different day, though. What are you doing with LA Knight? What are you doing with Kevin Owens? Why are these level of performers missing Survivor Series? Do you know how fucking stupid that is? Do you know how stupid that looks? LA Knight wrestled Roman Reigns in Saudi Arabia, not even on the show. He wrestled Roman Reigns in the main event of Crown Jewel for the WWE Universal Heavyweight Championship and can't find a spot for him on Survivor Series. Solo Sikoa ended John Cena. Can't find the spot for him on the show. Kevin Owens, he was in the main event of WrestleMania this year, one of the best tag team matches in company history, one of the most important tag team matches in company history. Did you find a spot for him at Survivor Series? No. Kind of a weird situation, man. Rather bizarre how they've handled some of the booking decisions going into Survivor Series. But I'm not the fucking head booker. I'm not Triple H. What the fuck do I know, man? I'm some geek on the internet talking pro wrestling behind a fucking virtual bar green screen. Maybe I should stay in my lane. Randy Orton was announced tonight because of the CM Punk hysteria. They needed to do that. They did that. one thing I want you guys to pay very close attention to, and the reason why I'm glad it's Randy Orton, is not only because he has history with Cody Rhodes, not only does he have history with Seth Rollins, not only does he have history with Drew McIntyre. Did you see the look on Jey Uso's face when Cody was set to announce who the fifth man was? That was not fun-loving, yeet, fucking raise your hands in the air and everybody go fucking jump up and down Jey Uso. That was a man concerned for his well-being. If there's one person in that ring that Randy Orton has a history with that is more important right now than anybody, it is Jey Uso. Because Jey Uso was one of the three men who put him out, one of the four men who put him out for a year and a half per WWE storyline, and that is the bloodline. What is Randy Orton going to think? What is Randy Orton going to say? What is Randy Orton going to do when he sees Jey Uso standing on the same side as him after a year and a half, when he was the last man that Randy Orton looked at while he was being carted off and out for a year and a half? That's some fucking dramatic bullshit going into War Games, if I may say so. And that is fucking awesome. That look sold it all. That look made Randy Orton the absolute 100% right choice for Survivor Series. And I will take no other answer but Randy Orton. Go back and watch if you missed it. He was holding a steel chair and he was not all that pleased with that announcement. That was a look on Jey Uso's face that was downright scared and concerned about what may happen if Randy Orton shows up on Saturday, and now we got that confirmation. War Games is being built, as far as the men's match is concerned, very nicely. I would have obviously changed it. I would have included the Bloodline mixed with the Judgment Day against Cody and friends. I would have had LA Knight on the team and not Seth Rollins. I would have had Randy on the team still. I would not have had Drew McIntyre on the Judgment Day side. I would have had Judgment Day and Bloodline team up against Cody, Sammy, Jay, LA Knight, and Randy Orton. Meanwhile, you move Seth and Drew to another rematch for a World Heavyweight Championship. I think that would have been a better use of LA Knight. Get him on the show. Better use of Seth Rollins. Get the championship defended on the show, where Roman Reigns refuses to work nowadays. After that Drew match with Seth Rollins at Crown Jewel, I don't know why anybody would have a problem with another match between those two guys. But yet, maybe we still get that some point this year. Excellent choice with Randy Orton showing up at Survivor Series on Saturday and being the fifth man for Team Cody. No other better choice than the Viper.